Winchester sleeps. Its hearths burn low, its shutters are barred, its churches keep their silence, and its people lie beneath roof and blanket, believing the world is smaller than it is. They do not hear the old roads calling west. They do not see the dead gathered beneath the broken stone. They do not yet know while one story draws toward its ending, another has already begun to rise beyond their sight. For this is the way of nights such as these. One hall dims and another kindles. One chronicle closes its hand, and out beyond the mist another opens. Names that were local become dangerous. Rumors take root. Oaths are imagined before they're sworn, and in Avalon, where ruin and memory keep company, the dead do what the living always fear they might. They begin to make legend on purpose. Tonight, Winchester's not the whole of the world. Tonight, the mists part. Tonight, others will be named. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to our show this evening. Welcome to Candle in the Mead Hall, a Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle. How is everyone doing? We're going to start with some introductions, and I'm going to start to my lower left. We're going to start with Nerd at Art, and I'm going to ask you 3 simple questions. Who are you playing? Who are you? Who are you playing? And are you excited for the end of the Chronicle?
Hi guys, I am Nerd at Art. I do not stream on my own channel, but sometimes you'll catch me at Team Wildwood, where I do fun things like on Saturday when I got to play Super Mario for Mario Mania Marathon, and I had an amazing time. And tonight I am playing Roswin of Lichfeld, Toreador Seamstress. She is on her way with the coterie to check out what's happening here at this gathering. Definitely a little paranoid about what might be going down. And yeah, I am excited to see the conclusion, but of course also a little sad. We've been together here for a long time, and I'm gonna miss all you guys. And I look forward to the day when we all get to sit around the table again.
Below you brings us to a lifelong childhood friend of mine. Who are you? Who are you playing tonight? And what are you looking forward to at the end of the Chronicle?
Hello, everybody. I'm Keywork Savior. I have returned to streaming, I guess you could say. I streamed twice this last week. Both of them playing Super Mario Brothers 2, just like Nerded Art. I participated in the Mario Mania Marathon for March of Dimes. We raised over $5,000, just people playing Super Mario over 40 hours. It was a heck of a lot of fun. So I do plan on continuing streaming. I am playing Kinnerick, the many-titled Wall of Meat, sword swinging, badass dude. Probably has the lowest body count of anybody here, I'm going to venture. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway.
Goldmere.
Yeah, but, you know.
Do we count that?
The fog of war and all that. And I'm just really curious to see how the finale is going to play out. And honestly, we have been doing this for a long time, and we've gotten really attached to these characters. And it's one of these things that I feel it's good to see something new come up. And I'm really excited to be a viewer for the newness. And also at the same time, I really look forward to coming back to the vampire table, whether in this setting or in another. But it's just, I'm just going to keep loving the vampire story all along. So.
Play for the first person who needs it this evening. All right, so that brings us to Suni. Tell us who you are. You're not Suni, you're Joshi. Tell us who you are. Tell us who you're playing. Tell us what you're looking forward to tonight with the finale.
Hi, yeah, I'm Suni, and I'll be playing just Joshi tonight. But seriously, I hang out here on Mondays, and that's my internet presence. That's it. That's all of it. I don't know. I'm gonna write up a better introduction for the new campaign. I think I'll be better or something. I don't know. Suni is Zemitzi, who is doing his best not to die, I guess. I think that's where we're at. Could be dead by the end of this, could be not dead by the end of this. We'll see. Tonight's going to be interesting. Suni might get stepped on, and that might be a problem. And the other question was about the end of the kind of echoing everybody else, the end of the campaign. Hate to see it go, but love to watch it leave. Is that? Yeah.
Love to see you go, but hate to see you go, but love to watch you walk away. That's what it is.
All right. On that little bit of objectification, we'll move over to Davey. Who you playing?
Objectifying this group of people, not individuals, so it's okay.
And I accept your objectification, so it's all good.
Playing. Who are you? Who you playing? And what are you looking forward to tonight with the end of the Chronicle?
Hey everyone, David here. I am a gamer, history buff, TTRPG fan. This evening, for the last time for a little bit, I will be playing Anarod the Bruja Bard. What am I looking forward to? This has been a big kind of ongoing mystery, all this business with Artorias, and I think I'm looking forward to seeing what this is all about and kind of where it sets us up for, I guess, like the next arc of the story. But also Anarod is looking forward to it because let's just say he needs something to believe in right now, and this is kind of right up his street. Like ancient British hero coming back from the dead to lead him to salvation. That sounds like a perfect thing for him.
Excellent. And that brings us to last but not least. Who are you? Who are you playing? And what are you looking forward to in the finale?
Hello, everybody. My name is Ellie, also known as Mrs. Keywork. Tonight, I am playing Lady Windretta of Southern Marches. She is a Ventru, just noble-born. I guess now she causes chaos. I mean, she's always caused chaos, but I guess now she has a pretty high body count, so that's how we ended up here. And what I'm looking forward to is kind of to go off what Davey said. I'm curious to see about what this Artorias guy all wants to know and how we're going to wrap up this, first part of the Chronicle, because there's definitely going to be more at some point. But I'm really interested to see how it ends with Artorias. So,
Commodore Zed, I am your storyteller for the evening. What do I look forward to with the finale tonight? I look forward to completing another story, putting my stamp on it, and just looking back with these players over the time. We did something. We did 4 seasons, 39, 40 episodes.
It didn't take us 8 years.
Didn't take us 8 years either. We did it every week. Pretty consistently. So I'm going to wax more about this later when we're near the end. But like I said, I'm Commodore Zed. You can find me now on Mondays, Saturdays, and soon I'll be producing a show for Drew on Fridays, which I will be playing in. So you'll be able to catch us Savannah, Jewel of the South, on Fridays, live on Twitch, where I'll be playing, but I'll be producing the show. It'll be on my channel. It'll be fun.
Do we get Zed with a southern accent?
You do get Zed with a southern accent.
Now I'll stay here.
Absolutely. Zed tries really hard to pull off a Georgia accent. It was a little off, a little McConaughey sometimes, but I try. All right. So, systems logistics tonight. Session start logistics. Everyone, we're going to start at the same blood we left off because we haven't been to sleep yet. So no rouse check. Blood starts where it is, but we're going to refresh willpower, resolve, or composure, whichever is higher. We're not resolving blood bonds or ghouling. None of that needs to happen. We're not doing daily rouse checks.
My ghoul is dead.
But would anybody like to try to heal aggravated damage they may have?
Ooh, that's tempting.
how many do you have left now?
One. Just one. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna give it a shot. Can I roll yet? That's the question.
Can we roll? Our dice roller is actually having fits and conniptions right now, so we don't know if we can even roll.
Anarod meets Artorias at 5 hunger.
Right.
That's what I'm hoping for. Are you having any luck, Davey? With the dice roller?
It's just rolling.
Okay.
It rolled.
Oh, there it
All
goes.
right, what did you get?
That's 3 fails.
Okay.
You got your wish, Zed.
I got my wish.
We brought communal herd, right?
No,
Can we use this?
We did. We did bring
We
communal herd.
did.
You
We
did
talked
bring
about
communal
that at
herd.
the beginning
You
of last
did.
session.
You did bring communal herd with you. You can use that if you wish.
I think it would be for the best. Is everyone agreed on that?
Yes.
Hold off on you feeding
Okay.
on said communal herd till we get started, because you will be feeding at Hunger 5 and things can happen.
Yeah.
Feeding at Hunger 5.
You guys just send the member of the communal herd that we like least to me.
Go on, Fitzy.
Go see
Excellent.
Mr. Bitey.
Excellent. Davey, I would like you to try to roll your dexterity, because you still have to do it within your predator type. Your dexterity plus
Okay.
stealth.
Right.
Difficulty
I
4
will
with
try.
5 hunger dice.
Extra suspense tonight. Aha! That is a messy crit.
See, I can't see anything, so this is fantastic.
Oh, no.
Oh, you did get crit. Yeah.
Oh no, it's not actually. It's not. That's a fail. That's 3 success. Oh no, actually no. It's a messy crit. Yeah.
No, you got a messy crit. Yeah.
Got a
5
messy
successes.
crit. So
Five,
please give yourself a stain. As you overfeed, the beast takes over. You enter a hunger frenzy. You're not far from Avalon. You remember we had just gotten to Avalon. And here you are on the street. You grabbed your member of the communal herd and you are ravaging them. Maybe out of sight. I will give you that you pulled them out of sight to do this. But now you have a body and one less herd. Change the communal herd to 2.
I will buy that back as soon as I can, guys. Sorry. Yeah, Anurod just kind of like sighs. This happens all the time now. It's not the big deal that it used to be. Is there anywhere I can hide this temporarily so it's not going to freak out the locals?
The dexterity plus stealth difficulty 3 roll. Or you can take half if you can take half.
I can take half for
You
difficulty
can take
3.
half. Excellent. How do you hide the body?
Where are we? So we're at Avalon. Is there? Are we?
It's a Roman fortress. You're approaching the Roman It's a very well put together. It's the remainder of a Roman fortress that's still very well put together.
Okay. I mean, I could maybe just bury it in a shallow grave on slightly off the road.
Yeah,
Would
absolutely.
that do?
That'll do. It'll take you some time to do it, so it's going to cut down your travel time. What's everyone else doing while Anurad is busy burying a body?
Burying.
I feel like
Remember-
Rosalind's probably perched on top of the coach and her heightened senses is on, so she knows exactly what he's doing and she's got a disappointed look on her face.
What is
Feel
Wendretta
bad
doing
about that
during
later.
this layover?
She's just kind of sitting on her horse, oblivious to the fact that Anurod just killed somebody again. So, she's doing great so far.
What's on Kinrich's mind as you guys are approaching this Roman fortress?
He really has reservations about what they might find, but they're going there anyway, and he's definitely disappointed in Anurod. He's hoping that the other members of the herd don't catch on to what's happened.
They run away.
What's going on with Suni? As you guys, you were pretty rude to the other Canaanites that you came across along the way. What's Suni kind of?
I met them with the energy that they met us with. Thank you.
Agreed.
So if I was rude, that implies that they were rude. No, I don't. If I notice that Anorod has killed someone, I don't care. Mostly, I'm just I guess a little bit nervous about what's going to go on here because it does feel like it could be a trap of sorts, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Right. And now, because that substituted for our feeding challenges, I wanted to go do a round circle. One thing I need to ask everyone now, starting with Roswin. I'm sorry, starting with Anorad. Your desire last week was to find out more about Arturius. Do you still want to keep that desire?
Yes.
Suni,
I'll keep that desire.
you wanted to impress Arturius. Do you want to continue that desire?
Yeah.
Excellent. Roswin, you wanted to seek information on who Arturius is. Assume we want to keep that one as well. Windretta, you wanted to survive the trip to Avalon. You did survive the trip to Avalon.
Woohoo! Now it's to survive the trip away from Avalon.
Okay, to make it home. Oh, home again, jiggity jig. Okay. Oh no, I just did something terrible. Okay. Make it home. Kinnerich, you wanted to assess the aftermath of the attack. We didn't really do that.
We were leaving.
We were leaving.
No time.
What would you like your new desire to be?
At this particular juncture, live to see the next sunset.
What if you don't see the next sunset, but you still live? Like, what if you saw one, like, I don't know, like 500 years in the future, not to spoil anything? Would that still count?
That would be a next sunset. So yes, that would count.
Yeah, just checking. All right, we're going to begin.
His own personal next sunset.
Exactly. After Anorad returns to the path, the nearer approach to the fort has been cleared of loose stone and brush, enough for horses and baggage to pass in orderly lines. At the gate, torchlight burns from the iron bracket fixed it onto Roman stone blackened by age and weather. The arch itself is old, its upperwork cracked, its sides patched in places with newer timber and mortar. Beneath it stand armed men in mixed dress, some in practical Western wool and leather, some wearing pieces of older Roman style revived for use rather than show. None of them look idle. Beyond them, servants move with the discipline of people who have already received many guests and expect more before the night is done. Horses are taken in one direction, baggage in another. Names are asked quietly, origins noted, no herald shouts, no feast music sounds. The place is too controlled for that. Whatever else, Camelot, Avalon may be, has already learned how to watch. This is what you see as you approach. How do you approach the receiving line?
I would say that Rosalind has her heightened senses on. She's taking everything in. She's trying to note if there's any faces that she might recognize. Probably sticking pretty close to the group, though.
What is your wits plus awareness, Roswin?
What is my difficulty?
What is your total dice pool?
5.
5. Difficulty 2. So you can take half. You notice Aldhelm is in line being received, and he is with 3 others. The Canaanites you met from the road have arrived shortly before you have. That means they must have had to stop at some point too. And all told, you count about 40 horses in the stable because your eyesight is so keen that you're able to just pick them all out, and you've 40 horses so far, not including the wagons, not including servants moving baggage. This is a large operation. There's voices in almost every dialect: English, Dane, older, Irish. Anything you can think of on the island, you're hearing it.
I think that Roslyn would try to quietly convey that rough estimate you gave me to Kenrick, and she'd just kind of give him a serious look and be like, we don't know what the purpose of this gathering is, and I think it's best if we're both on our guard.
Were you ever off yours? Because I wasn't. It's true. We cannot know what to expect here.
Can I sense the unseen?
Well, yes, you may sense the unseen. Absolutely. Your difficulty is 3. What is your dice pool for sense the unseen?
That's 4. It's not great.
All right, so we will try to roll, folks. Our dice roller is still being weird. I can actually see it now, though, so that's good. Davey. Oh, never mind. You did.
I got a 3.
Nice.
I don't see it. Oh, you got 3 successes?
Yeah.
There are... At first, you didn't notice them. You were just scanning over the crowd, looking at the people, looking at the Canaanites, looking at the servants. And then you concentrated slightly. And dozens of other individuals suddenly came into the fore. Suddenly are just there. Standing next to others, standing behind others, with one standing right next to you. He doesn't seem to notice that you've noticed. But you're definitely
They look
not
like-
alone.
Looking like Canaanites?
Many of them have a pallor about them, yes.
Do some of them look like our buddy Cadweir?
There are some who are not hideously deformed, but repulsively so. Yes. However, not all of them. As a matter of fact, one of them is a woman that you've met before. Aspasia.
I am not going to let her know that I have seen her, but I will be watching her, and I will take note of where she is, what she's doing. What does she? Is she? She's not speaking to anyone because she's obfuscated, obviously. That is not good news. Anarod will sidle up to Roswin, I think, and just kind of very quietly say, "It appears our erstwhile prince's child didn't get on the boat."
At hearing this, Roslyn kind of stiffens up, but she doesn't say anything in response. She just suddenly gets really tense, and she just kind of nods.
This
and
tension,
she's
as you're having this
wary.
conversation, you hear who arrives as you've approached your turn in the reception line. But Dretta, you're first in line with the horse.
Yep. What's the name of what I am again to the prince?
Seneschal.
Seneschal. So I get off my horse and I walk up and I say, "My name is Lady Windretta. I am the seneschal to Prince Lord Aldegar of Winchester."
How many retainers attend you?
And by retainers, does he mean the people in my coterie?
Andretta to decide.
4.
All right, so that's okay. She considers you retainers. That's what I was looking for. Do you seek audience, shelter, or witness?
Witness.
Try to make a composure plus etiquette roll, difficulty 3, or charisma plus leadership, or manipulation plus etiquette, whichever one works best for you.
And what's the it's 3 you said?
It's 3, yes.
I will do manipulation and etiquette, and I will take half since I cannot roll any dice.
I can roll them for you if you like, because there are bonuses if you get over the margin.
Sure, that would be good.
What is your dice pool?
6.
6, and you have 3 hunger. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Roll. Okay, well, it's going to take forever. So you at least succeed, and you receive formal courtesy. Well, we'll see what you get, because you... Come on.
The dice roller's being very unfriendly tonight.
It's very unfriendly, everybody. We'll go with taking half, okay? We'll just
Okay.
stop that. Excellent. So you receive with very formal courtesy. Nothing particularly stands out, and you are allowed entrance. And as you come in, there are people waiting to take your horses.
I definitely hand my horse over to whoever is there for it, and then I just kind of look around, making sure everyone's followed me in.
Everyone else follow their lady in.
Yes.
Yes.
You are covered. You have blood on you from a very messy feed.
Well,
and dirt.
I would have made
Winchester looks
some-
at Anorod like, "What the hell?"
Did you clean
some effort.
I get you.
Of course. I've done this many times. I clean up pretty quick.
You're not
And
humanity
pretty
3.
effectively.
You're not humanity 3. You're not okay.
No.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yet.
Yet. I feel like this has
Join
happened
me.
to Anorod enough times that he is practiced at the art of the quick cleanup.
Would anyone like to have a look around and try to get a read on the household, on the servants? Okay, I see 2 hands pop up. I would like you to either make a wits plus awareness, intelligence plus politics, or wits plus insight. Difficulty 2. Tell me which dice pool you use.
Wits plus awareness, I can take half.
You take half? All right.
I'll do wits plus insight, and I'll take half.
Excellent.
I'm gonna roll a wits insight.
All right, let's try.
Say wits awareness, I can take half.
With my heightened senses, I get to add my
Your-
Auspex
your
dice, right?
Auspex, yes.
I'm gonna roll it then. I'm gonna see.
Right, but this is well, the dice roller does not seem to be
Oh
working.
yeah. If it doesn't roll, then I'll take half. Hey.
What'd you get?
Oh, it's thinking about it. It rolled Joshy's.
Okay,
No,
Josh,
it's-
what'd you
it's
get?
fine.
I'm still thinking about mine.
I'm
Gosh, you got
willpowering.
2.
I'm willpowering.
2 was the was what you needed. Was difficulty 2. But if you're going
I
for
got
margin,
3.
that's fine. Yep.
It won't roll for me, so
I wanted to
fine.
get quite a bit, but
All right, you
Okay.
noticed that the servants, Roswin,
oh,
you
there it goes.
what'd you
4.
get? 4. You noticed that the servants are either incredibly well drilled or move without their own will. They say nothing. You notice with your Auspex that every time they move, they all move with their left foot, then right foot. They are in step, no matter what they're doing, where they are, in the receiving yard.
Do their movements appear to be coordinated together?
Only
Like,
when
are they
when they are working together.
okay?
But they are in step with each other at all time. They're moving at the same tempo, the same pace, left, right, when they move. Even if when they stop and they start again, they pick up exactly where the rest of the group is. And it's probably 15 to 20 servants running around this section right now. Various men, women.
Mm.
No one says a word. Everyone looks is plainly dressed.
I
Ellie,
imagine
it-
as
oh, go ahead.
I imagine as they're walking through, Rosalind probably is wearing her normal, black dress, heavy veil. She probably kind of falls back to walk in line with Anarod, grabs his arm like she normally does, and she kind of leans in and says, "Have you noticed the way the servants are moving?"
I hadn't, but now that you've pointed it out, they do seem. Let's just say the choreography is on point this evening.
No doubt the influence of whoever we're meeting or one of his allies.
Hmm. There's a
When-
lot of mindless servants.
Windretta, you notice that the guests are being housed inside the fortress in different buildings. And they seem to be being housed according to rank. You see the kindred of London in the biggest, being moved toward the biggest structure. While you are being led toward a moderate sized structure for Winchester. Only merely the capital of one of the kingdoms. But still considered small at this point.
That's kind of like a kick in the face. She kind of falls back to where Kinnerik is and juts her head out a little bit and is like, seems like our London friends have higher standing than we do.
It seems so indeed, but would you be the one who'd want to raise a fuss over it?
No, just merely pointing it out. I mean, Winchester is the seat of Wessex, and
One
I don't know,
will never
just
catch.
Ashi, I'm assuming you're the first to notice. And the only one to notice at first. Janice. Janice is with a contingent of Canaanites being led to a very opulently decorated structure.
Good for him.
he's really gone up in the world.
Avalon seems to offer shelter to those summoned and witness to those who came of their own will. What matters to you about this section of the presentation? What matters to Roswin? What matters to Suni?
I think that it's not lost on Roswin the shade that's being thrown to Winchester in this moment, and so she's definitely. I don't want to say that she's like put off by it, but she's already really paranoid about what they're walking into. So it's just another like okay, like why, like what is the purpose of this? Why are we here? You know, so she's waiting to see what the point is, I think.
God, what is he thinking about all this?
Whom? You cut out.
Anarad.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you. Anarod is not overly fussed about being dissed by other Canaanites. He's impatient for proceedings to get underway, but he's also a little paranoid about Aspasia and is looking for an opportunity to tell everyone else that Aspasia's here.
Rich, haven't heard much from you tonight. What is he thinking about? Did you hear what I said, Kinrich?
Okay. You're cutting out like at the very beginning. So, now Kenrick is, I think he's kind of marveling at the regimented order in which everybody is kind of being received and sorted, and he kind of wonders what sort of machine this is to move Canaanites and gather so many of them here. He's truly wondering what this whole thing is for.
Once past the gate, the place opens around you in layers of old stone, torchlight, movement, and low hold tension. What was once built for soldiers now receives the dead of the island. Servants cross the yard with purpose. Horses stamp in their lines, and armed men watch without staring. In the chambers beyond, you hear voices rise and fall in careful measure. You're inside Avalon now, and you've been placed. Within the fort, the gathering has spread itself into patterns that stop just short of becoming factions. Small groups hold the corners of the yard, half-rooted roof chambers, and stretches of wall where torchlight is enough to see a face, but not enough to soften it. This is not a feast, but it is the hour before one. You can feel the shape of the room without anyone naming it. This is your first and only kindred gathering you've attended. Canite gathering, I apologize. How do you approach this situation?
Before we all kind of start mingling, Anarod just kind of steps out in front of the group and says, "Be wary, everyone. We have unexpected attendee who we had hoped had left the island, but apparently decided to linger. You know of who I speak, I trust."
The Setite.
Indeed. She's making herself difficult to spot, but she's here.
Well,
And it,
I intend no offense when I say this, Anarod, but if you were able to gaze upon her visage, I'm sure it won't be very difficult for those older than us to do the same.
I'm sure you're right. I do hope she's not upset with us. That would be awkward.
Well, seems like it is best to stay out of her way.
Agreed.
I believe most of these people here are upset with us. So, we could just add a body to a bucket, no?
I see no reason to assume that we hold any significance for any of them here.
Even after how we were treated on the road?
You mean how your manners held up to those you did not know?
I met them in the same way that they met us.
Master Suni, I fear you shall find yourself biting your tongue quite a lot this evening.
Keeping our heads down and not making waves would be the best suggestion for tonight.
I do not intend to be made the center of attention, but make no mistake. If the attention is forced upon us, I will act.
Not try to bring any undue attention. Let's try not to share anything we ought not to with outsiders.
Agreed.
Guard your speech. Watch each other's backs.
Davy,
I am...
Anarad, please make a wits plus awareness check if you can.
Wits plus awareness or wits plus aspects?
Wits plus awareness plus aspects since you have it.
Oh, okay. For unseen for sense the unseen?
No, this is just for a this is
Yeah,
just to spot
I don't have
something.
heightened senses. So.
Oh, then never mind. Wits plus awareness.
That's me. I have both.
Where's your dice pool?
I have scored 1 success, but I will re-roll 2.
Okay.
Because it seems important. And I got 2 successes.
That's what you needed. 2 successes. As you
Phew.
you look across the yard, and you lock eyes with a familiar sight. It's a woman you haven't seen in some time. Very long time. Not since you were immortal. The reason you left.
What? He actually like hides. Like he just gets behind
definitely gives him a peculiar look.
He's like, what the? He just goes for like a double, like a literally looking again to make sure it's her.
Oh, he has not stopped looking at you.
Oh my god.
As a matter of fact, she has been every chance she's got, she's locked eyes with you. And she's begun stepping towards you.
Okay, this
She's
is not
dressed-
something I
she
expected.
is dressed plainly, wearing a cross around her neck. But it is the same woman that caused your exile.
Well, kind of, sort of half my fault.
Well, yes, definitely. And it's very progressive
But
you to recognize that.
He moves towards her with a remorseful expression on his face.
Amazed to see you here. Doesn't make any
Right.
movement towards you. She stands a respectful 5 paces away. But you close
Can't
enough
believe
that
what
you
I'm
can
seeing.
see a deathly pallor about her.
I never thought I'd see you again. How did this happen?
Chosen. After I was shamed, I found myself in an abbey, and I was chosen. And here I am now, answering this call to see Artorias. Give me a wits plus awareness. Difficulty 2.
Another wits plus awareness.
Yes, another wits plus
Okay.
awareness. Let's hope it works.
That's one, but I am going to re-roll.
Going to re-roll. I'm going to give this directly to Rosman in a second. She's going to notice this, but I want to see if you noticed it first. Ross, you can
No,
take half.
I obviously don't.
You don't notice
I will
anything.
take half.
You take half, and you notice that extending from this woman and standing in front of Anarad, a shadow begins coiling around him.
Oh, I'm gonna reach out for his shoulders and try and pull him back as quickly as I can.
He's still standing there, and he begins to say, I'm sorry for everything. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have run. I should have stayed. I should have accepted my punishment. I shouldn't have let you face them alone.
Do you think any of that matters now? And you actually begin, as Rosalind's pulling on you with her one strength, correct?
Yes.
Pulling on her with her one strength, you feel something wrap around you.
Anarad. Anarad.
Okay, I'm like attempting to free myself from whatever this is.
It's wrapped around your elbows, kind of holding your arms in tight. It's constricting. But it lets up as a man steps behind her, puts a hand on her shoulder. The invitation said no violence. We wouldn't wish to disgrace ourselves in front of our host, would we? She looks up. She smiles. She turns. She looks back at you. She says, "It was wonderful seeing you again. We'll talk, I'm
I can
sure."
say the same to you. Yes. Good evening.
You have our thanks, sir. There's no telling how much dishonor the lady would have brought on herself had you not been there to educate her.
She could get carried away. We all can. Anyway, regardless, I'm Whitgar.
Well met.
And you,
I am Sunny.
Sunny.
I am Suni.
Junie.
Sorry. Of Winchester. I believe Anarod is known to you.
He looks, shakes his head. I'm not familiar.
Well, your lady is, so forgive my assumption.
It is a small island.
Yes.
I expected to see Alias from Winchester, not Suni from Winchester.
Alias is no more. I'm sure. It is a small island, and those in London are aware of the purge that happened in Winchester. You
I
must
am
not be
kingdoms away. Kingdoms
Oh.
away from your part
Lucky
of the world.
lucky for you, then.
And who are your associates?
Windretta of the Southern Marches. She is seneschal to our fair prince, Aldegar.
She gives a little bow at that because she's been listening to this conversation and silently doing the no, please, no look.
Roswin and Kinnerich as well.
Same. Roswin gives a curtsy.
Her willingness to pull your friend away from an unknown situation in such a gathering. You need to be more trusting of our host. No harm will befall any of you here. As long as you do not insult our host. Consider this his domain, and the traditions apply under his praxis here. No harm will come to you. I doubt she was going to hurt you anyway.
If I may, what other traditions should we be sure to observe within the host's domain?
Hospitality, do not breach it. Do not break the masquerade if humans should arrive, though I don't believe that will be an issue. In the off chance, do not embrace the staff.
Heard and well met.
Do not feed from the staff. It would be poor taste.
Lord Whitgar,
Yes,
what do you know about our host?
Arturius.
Have you seen him?
I know legends. I know that he rode through Sewell. I know that he was, as a mortal, he supposedly had a wizard. He made
So you've never met him yourself?
I have never met. I'm not. I am Saxon. But I'm not that old. At this point, no one knows how old the legends really are because it's kind of a post-apocalyptic hellscape, educationally.
In the olden times.
In the olden times. Literally 500 years earlier.
In the long, long before.
It's a long time. Whitgar looks up and past you as if he recognizes someone. He says, well, thank you. Come mingle, do what you will. And he wanders past as if to speak to someone more important.
Does his child go with him?
Yes, she does.
Okay. Anarod looks very uncomfortable.
Well, it appears that we are known to many in this circle.
Apparently so.
Also, that we shall be in the company of a myth or a legend.
So it would seem, or so someone would like to make it seem.
Rich, you've noticed since you've been here, there are banners. Not everywhere, but they're enough that you notice the heraldry. It's a white lion.
If you can remind me from season 1, was it Anrod who had seen the white lion in the river at the baptism?
I saw it, yeah.
Yep.
Auspex is a hell of a drug.
He grabs Anrod a little roughly by the shoulder. Anrod, there, on the banners. Do I not recall something of a white lion that you had seen?
The Lion of Albion. Yes, it does look familiar, now that you point it out.
Is that not then Arturius?
It does seem that way. Everything has been leading to this. Every sign, every portent I have seen.
Even the time jump.
No, I think that was probably your fault.
Ah,
Hey!
There's a small laugh from Windretta here upon hearing that.
I feel we all played a part in that. But it does not change that here we are now in the presence of the white lion.
Again, another small laugh is heard from Windretta when he says, I think we're all to blame. No.
I don't know what you're talking about. It was definitely Kenric's fault.
That's how I remember it. I think that something
Kind of shove him as I let him go.
may be about to happen.
As you're roughhousing with Anarad, you're approached by 3 human figures, Canaanites, obviously, dressed in furs and leathers. One wearing a headdress, the other carrying antlers in their right hand. It's a woman and 2 men. They approach you and they stop and they look at Suni, and the woman leans in. She flares her nostrils as if she's smelling the air around you. Then she turns her head toward Anarad, does the same. Then she turns toward Kinnerich. She does the same. Then she looks at Kinnerich again. She gives him an appraising smile. And then they just walk by.
Eyebrow
You're
raised.
popular.
I wonder what that was all about.
I'm gonna sniff Kenrich.
When you find out, be sure to tell me.
I mean, I don't smell you from here, so
Probably smells like the road, just like the rest of you.
I was gonna say he pretty smells like a horse, I'm sure.
Exactly.
I'm not picking anything of note up. And I'll walk over to Anarod and sniff him.
Smells
Breathe
like
it
blood,
in.
I'm sure.
Blood and dirt.
Blood and dirt, yeah.
Well, you do smell better than Kinnerich.
Speaking of, if we should freshen up before we meet our host and the other guests, I would like to say that Rosalind probably prepared new clothing for everyone for this event to make sure that everyone was exceptionally well dressed. So
Your accommodations are not sparse, but this is the 9th century.
mhm.
So there's straw beds. There's a room or 2. There's a bench. There's a hearth. And the beds are big. Don't get me wrong. The expenses have been paid to make everything comfortable, but it's a room in a fortress. It's not what
Well-
you'd be, what alias would be expecting. We'll just put it that way.
Smell
You
of
would
onions.
probably have that nice fancy place that, London has.
Does not smell of onions, no.
Well, that's good.
Step up then.
Is there a window, and if so, is it covered?
There are no windows. Everything is covered. And
All for the better.
all the ports have been bricked up.
Well, we can't be throwing anybody out any windows today, so that's a good sign.
Right, so
I
you
believe
get,
that was covered by the rules.
so you change into more appropriate clothing.
Yeah.
Clean up from the road, make sure no one smells like blood and dirt, and get ready to go meet our host.
Fix your hair, make sure you put a little water on your face.
Are you doing the veil thing still?
No, probably not. I would remove the veil for meeting Arturius.
Excellent. All right, as you re-enter society after changing, you're not so much approached anymore. Everyone has sort of factioned off, clicked out, and is having little conversations. At this point, you're likely going to have to interact with different groups yourself, or listen in on them. What would you like to do in this situation? There's it close to your area. There's at least 6 groups you could interact with.
Is this just a large courtyard of sorts?
Yes, this is just a large courtyard.
Suni is going to find the middle of the courtyard.
Okay.
Find a chair. Or a bench or something.
You're gonna drag a bench over to the middle of the courtyard?
Oh, no, I wouldn't. No, I find one near.
Okay, sure.
And sit and lounge and wait and people watch.
All right. The rest of you, are you doing something similar, or are you just gonna post up with Suni, or
Windretta is kind of not anywhere near Suni because she does not want to be in the center of attention, but she's definitely eavesdropping on those that are closest to them.
okay? Kinneret.
He is going to follow Indreda. So again, he's uncertain of what's going on here. He's going to make sure he's going to follow her to make sure trouble doesn't happen.
Excellent. What are you going to pursue, Roswin?
Roswin is kind of keeping an eye on everything, heightened senses up, just again, like she always is, waiting for something bad to happen, especially now that she knows Aspasia's here. So she's probably sticking pretty close to, I assume, to Anarod, since Kenrich and Windretta are kind of doing their thing at the moment, but she feels a little out of water, so she's just watching her back and everyone else's as best she can.
Vespasia. A laugh can be heard over the din of conversation. And then her voice.
Hair on the back of Windretta's neck stands up just a little bit.
Babe.
She is clearly engaged in a lively conversation on the other end of the courtyard with 3 other women. Each drinking from horns and laughing amongst themselves loudly. They draw attention, too much attention, from other groups of Canaanites. Anurad, how are you approaching this before I get back to everyone else's?
I So Anurod is going to be keeping an eye out for Angerhad, but is going to be avoiding her, and he's going to look for Aldhelm.
Aldhelm's not hard to find, actually. He is holding court off in a corner of the yard. He's surrounded by, looks like a good 10 to 15 individuals. And he's standing on a one leg on a chair, the other down. He's got his elbow on his knees, and he's just talking about his exploits. Being chased by the Wintons, losing Childer to them, the assault on Sakira. Yes. He's just going on about the exploits and everything that's been going on in Winchester and how it's been rough for him there. But he's seen it through to the other side. Now he's been banished, but things are okay.
Yeah, Anor would just sit down and listen to the stories and kind of cheer along with his with his audience, and like will literally like agree with all of Aldhelm's tales, no matter how much he kind of exaggerates his own part in them.
Never does.
Like, I'm big him up.
He never embellishes. He talks about how he was dragged I was dragged in to see battle, and they had me dead to rights. And then he just started smoking on this device, started laughing, and seemingly forgot about me, and let me go. It was a very strange time in Winchester. Now I'm here. I bet if anyone tries to hit me, Arturius will have their ass. There's one of the people in the crowd that's listening. How does that make us feel as furious? Furious don't belong to no one. He don't make us follow no rules. He's got my support if he wants it.
I'll wait till the crowd is kind of dissipated a little, and I'll kind of make my way over to him.
We'll get right back to that because Windretta was also listening in to other conversations. Windretta, give me a charisma plus persuasion, manipulation plus etiquette, or a strength plus intimidation check.
I'm gonna do a charisma plus persuasion.
Charisma plus persuasion, difficulty 3. What is your dice pool?
6.
So you can take half. You can take half if you want. Absolutely. People speak plainly around you, and they give you enough information that you start to get an impulse of who they are. And the first conversation you're really listening to is from a man he's gaunt. He looks more corpse-like than you've ever seen before. Sort of conversation, you understand his name is Gregorius. That he is a personal servant and seneschal to Mithras.
That makes her eyebrows perk up and lean in just ever so slightly a little bit more.
And in my duties for our sleeping god, I maintain London in his name. Yes, we've known for some time that we have lost many of the baronies to apostasy. Of our cult. But all that will be rectified in time. Itus will rise. And will take back what is his. Arturius is merely the next in line to fall to Sol Invictus. And he continues on, making small talk. He's terrible at it. He has a very morbid gallows sense of humor that does not seem to fit with the others around him. And they seem to be dignitaries from other areas. As a matter of fact, he says, as he passes the conversational torch on, he goes, "What do you believe, Arcadius?"
Oh boy. That's another name that she wants to listen in on because they were supposed to meet him some years back, but never got around to.
Standing next to this gaunt, dead-looking individual.
She also wants to make sure that Kenrick is paying attention, so she kind of gives him a little elbow in his direction to be like, hey, you should hear this.
He doesn't look like anyone you've seen before. He has a different... As Janus and Cadmus were different, he's even more different. He's more patrician looking. He's more just noble looking in general. Kenrich, you immediately feel yourself falling in the hierarchy in this entire situation that you're in. Your blood just, automatically categorizes you where you are. It's your bane. And you know it. And you are just locked into this at the bottom rung.
Couldn't lift a finger against anyone here if I wanted to.
Right. And he speaks up and he goes, "Yes, I had meant to reclaim Winchester at one point. It just seemed... I let the Setites play with it for a little bit. I hear all the guards come and finish the job. In time, we'll take it back." Oh, go ahead, Windretta.
No, I was just going to be like, well then. Of course you let the Setites play with them.
I lost one of my Praetorians to that fire, though. They had the Setites convinced that they were their servants. It was quite the game we played.
I feel perhaps they may have played it too well.
They turn and they look at who spoke.
That was mostly just for Windretta's benefit.
Okay, so they don't hear that. They don't turn. They don't speak. Look at you.
Don't bring attention to us.
Suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
No, we're not eavesdropping on your conversation and saying absolutely nothing. No.
No, you got your successes. And the conversation continues on like that for quite some time. Suni and Roswell, what were you doing again? I apologize. I've gotten...
Rosalind's just kind of got her head on a swivel. Just, looking out for anything suspicious, anyone she might recognize. And she's staying close to probably Anarod, just because she's expecting something bad to happen at any moment.
Excellent. 1 second. Suni, no one actually approaches you. You're very
expect anybody
off-putting.
to.
You're very off-putting with your humanity. No one actually approaches you, and they give you kind of a wide berth that you can see. Anorak, you do notice Suni is surrounded.
Yeah.
Suni is surrounded by interested Canaanites. What do
Are
you
they
think?
all invisible?
They are all invisible, yes.
I'll tell him. I'll tell him when I get the chance.
I'm totally fine. Just
He has
like,
friends, he just can't see them.
I'm having a great time being. I'm making a statement one way or the other, right? And if I'm too too scary for the other kindred to come up and talk to me, well, then that just means that I'm pretty fucking powerful. So.
I mean, he's
that.
not
Fair
wrong.
enough.
He's not wrong at all.
I like your confidence. It happens first at the edges. A servant crosses the yard at greater speed than before, then stops himself short and resumes at the same measured pace. A guard at one archway straightens. Voices that held low and easy enough for private talk begin to shorten, then fall away in pieces. Somewhere beyond the nearer chamber, a horn sounds once. Not loud, not ceremonial, but sufficient. The sound does not echo long in the old stone. It does not need to. Around you, the dead of the island begin to reform. They begin to come together. The groups, the cliques, all turn and sort of merge in the courtyard. And what had been clusters of conversation become ordered positions by instinct or long habit. Some move toward the main yard, others take places along the walls or under the better torchlight where they can be seen. A few do not move at all, forcing stillness into its own kind of claim. Servants withdraw from the center, retainers fall back. The air changes not because anyone has cried command, but because power is approaching. And everyone present knows better than to be caught unready when it arrives. How do you react when you see people begin to react?
Is there a pull?
No, there's no pull. It's like someone noticed something and then everyone else started reacting to what they noticed. No, there is no
I get back
pull.
in formation.
Is there a sense of direction?
Oh, it's coming from the fortress, yes.
I will orient myself that way, and that's about it.
Do you stand together or do you spread yourselves out throughout the yard? Does everyone approach Suni at this point, or are you guys going to just be separated?
I'm gonna
as I am,
because he's closer, I would think.
But right in the center of the yard, though.
You want to play?
I was going to say,
I'm asking, do you want to place yourself well, or do you just want to place yourself haphazardly?
Oh no, well.
All right.
well.
Place myself well.
So
Wow.
I want someone in your group to make a composure plus etiquette roll.
I have 7 on that one.
Difficulty 3.
That sounds like a
Can I
win.
load
I
one?
also have 7, so what? Yeah, I can lend you one, and you can. Well, actually, it's 7. You can take half anyway. So yeah, let's just do that.
You can take half.
Let's just take half.
All right. So you find the best place that you can think that hasn't been taken to stand in the courtyard. And ironically, it is very close to Aspasia and her little group.
Wonderful. I would have rolled and I would have ended up in her lap.
Does anyone get Suni, or is Suni left to be on his own?
I assume I go and
I will
drag
retrieve
him.
Suni.
Oh, we go together.
Yeah, we'll get him together.
The
Does
yard.
Aspasia notice
Elbowing
us?
through the
Oh yeah,
obfuscated
she's
guys.
definitely noticed you. She just hasn't come over to speak to you yet, or at all.
Oh, okay,
Dream
that's
Animal.
good. That's good. That's good news.
The yard settles by degree into ordered silence. Torchlight moves in the wind and throws long shapes against Roman stone and fresh timber alike. Faces that moments ago bent close in rumor now turn in toward one approach, one threshold, one expected point of entrance. Boots no longer scrape, cuffs no longer pass, even the servants have withdrawn far enough back to vanish into the edge of the place they helped prepare. Avalon waits. And on that, we're going to take our break. We'll be right back, everyone. We will see you in 10 minutes. Please enjoy this reel of what we've got coming next after this finale. We'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.
The hippie. She steals like candy bars and shit from a corner store.
Welcome back. It's me, Mead's Commodore. Let's see if these dice are working. Probably not. Let's go. Nope, they're still not working. All right, so welcome back, everybody. We're going to go around the circle as is our ritual. I'm just going to make sure everyone's emotionally okay with what's going on in the game so far. And remember, we'd use our safety tools, X cards, what we have. If anything gets too crazy, I don't think it will. All right, so Roswin, you good?
Excellent.
Keywork, you good?
I'm disappointed that there are no windows to throw children through, but otherwise I'm good.
She, you
I'm good. Yeah, good.
Excellent, Davey,
Yep, I'm good.
and you're good, Ellie. Fantastic. All right. The silence holds long enough to become its own weight. Then movement stirs at the far side of the yard. Not hurried, not theatrical, but ordered. Two torchbearers emerge first and take position without flourish. Behind them comes armed men in disciplined number. Neither so many as to look afraid, nor so few to suggest carelessness. They spread just enough to mark a path and no more. After them come two attendants in darker cloaks. And then at last, the figure from whom the fort has been holding its breath. Artorius enters at a measured pace beneath Roman stone and Saxon night. He does not look like a dream made flesh, nor a king in a song. He looks older than the room's pretensions and calmer than its ambitions. His clothing takes the memory of Rome without costume, dark wool, weathered leather, a clasp worked in an older style, the whole of it worn with the ease of someone who does not need borrowed grandeur to seem established. Torchlight finds the hard planes of a face that was outlived, softness and stillness of a man too certain of his own age to waste effort performing authority. He stands roughly 5'4". Thank you, Sakura. He comes to the center and stops. And in the moment before he speaks, Avalon ceases to feel like a gathering arranged in hope and begins to feel like the opening move of something larger. He doesn't loom, but he has a power about him. You can feel he is old. You've ridden far to answer a name spoken too lightly by fools and too long feared by cowards. I thank you for coming. There's a murmur amongst the crowd. Mithras taught this island obedience, did not teach it loyalty. Let us see which of you came to witness history and which came hoping not to be named by it. And he walks and the crowd kind of parts a little for him. And that's when that's when I need Anurad to make a Wits plus awareness and Kinrick to make a Wits plus awareness check as well. Difficulty 3. Difficulty 3.
think I'm
Roswell,
gonna
you can
roast
make
for
it because
this.
you're always paranoid. You can always.
Sure. What's plus awareness?
Yes.
I
Difficulty 3.
no, I can't. I can't take half of difficulty 3. Let's see if I can roll. Well, actually, if I have my heightened senses,
You have your
yes,
heightened senses,
I can take
yes.
half. Yep.
You can take half. You notice
It's shaken.
moving through the crowd. It's Adhelm. And in his hands, he's carrying a large wooden stake. And he's making a move toward Arturius.
I would call out.
I got 3.
You notice the same thing, Kinrich.
Bold move, Cotton. Let's see how this plays out.
Mm-hmm.
I actually forgot to add my dice to that, so I'll just add another couple. Tension is crazy. I got 2, but I'm rolling another 2 dice because I roused and I forgot to add them.
My dice, DD dice is not working at all. I don't see anything. I am
2,
searching
I get
everything
2.
tonight.
I don't see anything.
Okay, excellent. You don't see anything. You call out, Roswin. What do you do, Kinrich, when you notice?
First of all, I'm surprised nobody else notices this.
I haven't said that yet. I haven't said that yet.
Do I? Well, Roswin has the. She can move quicker than I can. Do I notice that she's noticed it?
Oh, she speaks out instantly.
Yeah.
Other
Yeah, I
voices
guess.
speak out as well. Do you do anything to stop him?
I don't trust myself to throw anything.
Yeah, neither do I.
And I wish I had something to get his attention because I don't. I only have I don't have awe. I have daunt. So I mean, I guess you know what, I'm gonna shout his name at him and I'll tell him, you fool. To see if I can, I don't know, put the fear of God into it.
As you yell at him, he leaps into the air with a soaring leap. And he launches himself over the heads of many kindred. And he brings the stake down right into Artorius' chest, who doesn't move. He actually turns into it. And the stake shatters. And he reaches out and he grabs Aldhelm by the neck. And gently puts him down. And he's grabbed by the attendant guards and dragged away. And he just continues walking through the crowd on his way to the feast. I would like whoever has a Wisp plus Insight, Intelligence plus Politics, Resolve plus Occult, difficulty 3, who can take half on that. Let me know.
I can take half on an intelligence plus politics.
You can? Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. You recognize that he's not improvising anything tonight. Even his response was rehearsed.
Hmm. Can I wits insight? No, Aldhelm couldn't be in on this.
Yeah, you can give me a wits
That would
plus
be
insight.
impossible.
Yeah, sure. Give me a wits plus insight. Difficulty 4.
Difficulty 4. Oh well, I don't know if that's going to happen. Let's see.
Sorry the dice aren't working tonight, everybody. We do apologize.
It would seem unlikely that he is anything other than a distraction. Yeah, I don't see anything. I'm not able to put anything together.
Okay, excellent. As he leads toward the feast, the assembled Canaanites turn and begin walking toward him, walking in the same direction as him. Do you do so as well, or do you wait outside to see what happens to Aldhelm?
Aldhelm made his choice. I'm here to witness history.
Agreed.
Same.
I follow in step.
Agreed. Follow.
In following, Wendretta, a woman of noble bearing, locks arms with you, side by side, as if just an old friend. She's wearing a silver threaded black dark gown under a wool mantle. She's no wasted movement. Young face, old hands. The woman stands near one of the better lit walls as she attaches to you. When your gaze settles, she's assessing you. You are either the most dangerous woman in Winchester or the most useful to the men around you. I wondered which.
Wondered. It sounds like you've already made up your mind.
No, of course not. I'm merely curious. Are you the most dangerous woman in Winchester, or are you the most useful to the men?
I'm dangerous to those that happen to get in my way.
Interesting. Interesting. I understand that you were prince for a period of time.
Yes, I was momentarily.
What happened?
She's looking over this woman. Is there anything like off about this woman, or is she just making conversation?
She's just making conversation with an equal, perhaps.
Well, there was this incident with a fae, and we lost 10 years, and we came back, and my position was taken by someone else. And then, well, they lost their position, and someone else took up their spots.
How unfortunate for you. She disengages and she moves on to another group.
In her head, she's like, okay, well, that was a little weird, but okay.
Oswin, you notice a woman watching you. She was amongst the Londinium kindred, Canaanites, that had passed by you. She hadn't spoken, she hadn't made herself really known. But you recognize the veil that she wears. It's stuck out. It's not too dissimilar to your traveling veil.
Okay.
She removes this. She has pale face, soft speech. She seems at first like one of the more elegant figures in the courtyard. But she's learned to use that elegance as a weapon. Well, I cut you off, and I do apologize.
Oh, that's okay. I was just asking if I recognized her now that her veil was down. Is she anyone I know, or
No, you do not recognize her.
okay? Okay,
But
definitely taking note of her.
she approaches after she notices you are Thalassa's child, are you not?
Roswin sighs a little and says, "She may be who created me, but I am not her child."
Yes, yes, semantics. Of course, yes. Yes, you were raised by Setites, is the story I've been told.
So it would seem.
Yes. This is what we hear from the Lady Aspasia and Londinium.
Indeed. How is the lady?
She's delightful. She blusters and makes threats. She speaks of an army of Setites who are going to come to this island and seek revenge. And we laugh and we enjoy her stories, and we know none of it is true.
Indeed. I suppose time will tell, won't it?
No, it is true. I don't believe you have anything to worry about, but that's not why I'm here. I'm here to. I have heard that you have a gifted, incredibly so.
Mm.
It's very rare to actually see one of our blood maintain those gifts after the embrace. I would be very interested in seeing your work.
Would be my delight to make a dress for a woman as fine as yourself.
I don't want you to make a dress. I would never wear anything you've actually made. Would just like to see it.
Mm. So I see. Well, perhaps you should come and visit Winchester sometime.
Oh, you didn't bring anything with you. I've never known a Toreador not to bring something with them to a salon.
Mm. I am on a trip for my coterie and my prince, not for business.
Of course. She puts her hand over her mouth as if she's hiding a grin, and she kind of bows her, gives you kind of a half bow and wanders away, and then you can kind of hear her just laughing slightly as she walks away.
Roswin is once again like, why are we here? And can we just get this over with and leave, please?
All of a sudden you hear, well, not all of a sudden, but it comes to the fore. Music, familiar music. Song.
The Ballad of Skuldmere.
The Ballad
Exactly.
of Skaldmere.
That's what I just.
And it's being sung by another bard playing a harp. Wildly playing the harp, playing the Ballad of Skaldmere, getting to the wonderful part. And then he rode them down, he cut them with his sword. He slashed them and he cut them and tore them from the horse. Anarad the Slayer. He just breaks into song.
Is this this is obviously a K-Night bard, yeah?
Yes.
I don't know, just sighs. I'll try not to frenzy.
I even tried to make a whole other dice room, and it's not working. Actually, it might have just worked. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, it's pretty quick.
Okay. So 1 second. It's
Yeah,
back.
I just reloaded. Thought it was pretty snappy. Yeah.
We are so back. Davey, roll your frenzy check.
The same one?
Yep. I didn't see it.
Okay,
So,
let me.
yep.
What am I? Oh, I didn't roll it yet.
Resolve
Remind me,
plus,
how do I roll this
resolve plus
again?
composure, difficulty 3.
Yes.
2.
Okay,
Difficulty 2.
sure.
Resolve plus composure, difficulty 2.
I am a Bruja.
So minus
Difficulty 4.
difficulty 4, yep.
Yeah. I think I will rouse for this. I do not get hungrier, so I will take 7 dice. This is bad news. But I get a crit.
But you get a crit. 8 successes. Very nice. Very nice.
You're so composed.
You managed to keep it together, even though this man is singing slander, lies about your character. I mean, it does put you in a very heroic light. If you're on the side of the Saxons.
Yeah. It's fine.
It's a Toby Keith song if you're an American.
I think Anarod will attempt to drown out this singer with his own music.
Excellent. All right, so give me. And you're not singing to humans, so you get to use your full dice pool.
Yeah. I could even use presence if I wanted.
So it is going to be a rock off. A bard off.
Yeah.
It's going to be a bard off. It's going to be a manipulation plus performance plus your presence if you use plus your presence. He's using his.
Manipulation or charisma.
Let's go charisma because I want to use. Yes, we'll use charisma.
Okay.
Still the same for the general difficulty of this Toreador that you're singing against.
Yeah, so I am using full presence. I'm using my spec. So that is 12 glorious dice that I will be rolling.
You have an instrument.
Yeah, I brought my repaired harp, which Roswin kindly repaired for me.
Okay. All right. So there'll be versus their 10 dice. How many successes did you get? Look at that. 1, 2.
That was just
Nine successes.
That's a
Oh,
lot.
excuse me,
nice
10
success.
successes.
10 successes. That's intent. I'm gonna rouse.
We're back, baby.
I'm gonna rouse. All right.
You little upstart.
That's exactly what he's thinking.
Let's think about this for a second. Do I want to re-roll some of these? Maybe I do.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't need.
Fine.
Don't do it. Don't reroll.
No need.
No need.
No need.
You still got 5 successes. All right. So you belt out. What tune do you belt out?
I built out a song in Brittonic about dating from the time when the Saxons were invading Britain for the first time, and something about the Battle of Baden Hill, perhaps. Something good and Arthurian.
I'll begin clapping. Canaanites begin clapping for you. And Artorius claps. And he seems to be impressed by the song choice.
Mm. I smile and bow to Artorias after after I finish my song, and I give a little shit-eating grin to the other bard.
Kenrich, as he's playing and impressing people, you notice that there's a group of kindred who are pushing each other, starting to get rowdy. I keep saying kindred, I mean Canaanites. They begin to pushing each other. They're starting to knocking into each other, and one of them almost knocks you back into Wendretta.
So I stop his momentum cold.
No, he's very strong. But he doesn't knock you into Wendretta. You manage to gain control.
Seems we didn't all get the same invitations. Mine said there would be no violence.
Violence is the start of a rant.
I'm sorry, you cut out at the beginning of what you were saying.
This isn't violent. This is the start of a rant.
A rant?
Oh,
What we do when we get together.
Was it
We rant.
Fine, then do it over there. And I push him back towards his rowdy compatriot.
You make dexterity plus brawl check versus his dexterity plus brawl. He's not activating any potence.
No, nor would I either. I'm just trying to get
Yep.
him away from me.
So you both push against each other and no one moves. It's like two walls hitting each other.
You'd best get back. It looks like your friend is missing you, and I've got business to attend to.
He grabs you by the shoulders and tries to headbutt you.
I was gonna say, wow, that was loud. I knee him in the groin.
Vendretta sees this and she says, "No violence, boys."
Okay.
What am I doing? Dex brawl?
Yep. Uh-oh. I'm going with the first one. I don't know why it rolled twice. But I do need to try to re-roll that willpower, or I'm going to get a crit failure. And I still get a crit failure. All right. So not only do you push him over and he falls down, he gets up and he just starts ranting and screaming. He is just angry that he's been knocked over. Or he just gets in your face. He's just pointing his finger at you. He's like, "You listen here, mate. You don't get in my way. You don't knock me over." And if he could spit, he would be spitting all over you. But he's not. Because he can't. But he's just yelling in your face.
Just stonewall him. Just not give an inch.
He's talking about the character of your mother,
here.
the character of your father. He is just needling you. He is, "Oh, your mother smells of elderberry, and your father's a filthy Knigget."
I've been called worse by better.
He just continues to berate you, but you just pie face him, right? You just stonewall him. Give me a resolve plus composure to see how well you do. Difficulty 2.
Can I take half?
You can take half if you want. Yes.
Yeah, I take half. Are the so I thought people were heading inside. Like, is there
They are. They
is
are
there not
heading
any?
inside. No, they are heading inside. This is happening. Davey, Anorod broke in the song because the other guy broke in the song. You were inside at this point. This is happening inside.
Are there not any of the organizers or whatever
No one
noticing
seems.
that this guy is being belligerent?
No one seems to have done anything as of yet. No, but he hasn't risen to the occasion where he started using powers and has been a real problem either. As you can see, there's leeway. It's not like he potence hit you through a roof, a wall, or something.
I just turn on my heel and I walk towards where Windretta is.
Or what do you do?
She's just shaking her head at the gross display of masculinity going on between those two. Like, seriously, for one night, you couldn't. Not like to kid or like saying for one night you couldn't do it, but just like just one night, we can't have people not trying to start fights. Like, seriously.
As you're having this rant, no, maybe not rant. I'm sorry. You're giving this to. You're telling this to Kinrich, right? You're actually.
Yeah, she's just like, why? Why can't we just have one night?
I do not know. It follows us.
Maybe it follows you.
Suni, what are
Or
you
any
doing
of ours.
during all this? We haven't heard much from you yet.
Who?
For
Suni.
me?
Yes.
I don't know. I feel like we've entered a hall. Is that what's going on?
We have. And he doesn't dominate a circle, though. You notice that he accumulates one. Different kindred have been accumulating near him. Men are drifting toward him with figures, tidings, names, and favors. You notice he's talking to
Near
many.
towards Arturius, you're talking.
No, this is not toward Arturius. Your attention is sort of being drawn off to the side. You notice that this man is receiving other Canaanites or bringing him information. They come to him. They speak in his ear. It looks like some coin is exchanged. There's a token of some sort. And then they move on. The circle thins. Someone else joins. The ritual begins again. And they move on.
I suppose I could linger near the circle.
As you're lingering, he kind of gives you a sideways glance.
And this is a person I've never met and don't know.
You don't know him. He looks like a Saxon. Light-haired, light-skinned. Clean, though. Very clean. I'm told Winchester has begun learning that cities are ruled first by passage. That all that really matters is the flow of commerce and information. I know you're from Winchester. I've asked around. Are you the one who's handling? Which one of you is your keeper of secrets?
I was not aware that kind of information was often made public.
It's always made public.
But I am he.
I'm Pharaoh.
Suni.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Suni. I'm no one of any more important than you, but I am the keeper of secrets of my domain. I find it prudent to maintain a relationship with my counterparts elsewhere, to stay abreast of anything that may be arising on the island. Things that may escape one city and become a problem in another.
The benefits of that are not lost upon me. I see it was a prudent decision that I approached you.
I've been attempting to get your attention. I maneuver my way into your line of sight. I hope it does not seem overly manipulative.
It is of no matter. I will not fault you for what you have done.
I'll be in contact with you. How do you prefer I do so? Messenger? Animal? Written word?
Whichever way is most convenient for you.
No, I need you to tell me. I do not make this decision lightly. Tell me what is the easiest for you to understand.
Recently have become to prefer the animals of the realm. They are more difficult to manipulate, and letters often are absconded with.
I shall send birds. They will be more intelligent than the birds you are used to. They will carry the messages in their voice.
At more intelligent than the birds that I'm used to, I would like to make some sort of hand. Oh, we're inside now, aren't we?
Yes.
Dang. Never mind. Carry on.
He nods. Very well. Where will I send these birds? Where is the place that you will receive them?
I have a dovecote in Market Square in Winchester.
Very well. Vero wishes you a good evening, but I am sure Arturius will be speaking shortly.
If I may be so bold, I would have a word with you after he has spoken. There is a question on my mind.
That can be arranged.
And I do a... Have I seen anybody bow to anyone since we've been here?
But mostly it's to people to princes that you can kind of tell.
Then I will excuse myself in a manner that I have noticed other people exclude. How did the last person who interacted with him leave?
Well, they just left. He whispered in his ear, received something, and just walked away.
Okay, then I will just leave.
Okay, fair enough. The room kind of changes without a single voice commanding it. Small conversations close. New ones close even before they start at this point. Artorius steps forward. He steps forward to a table. And he sits. The table has no head. It is completely round. He is joined at this table by 7 Knights from the crowd. One of them, Arcadius. From that information, you gather that it is the princess of the island. And they take a seat with him. The rest of the kindred stay standing. What do you do? Does anyone attempt to take a seat at the table?
Perhaps Windretta should.
I was gonna say, if Aldegar isn't there, should I be up there? But I don't want to presume because I'm not the prince. I'm just his voice.
Why don't
And
you give me a wits plus etiquette, difficulty 5.
I feel like it could also be intelligence politics.
Or intelligence politics, same difficulty. This is a sticky situation you've never been in.
I can aid a dice if appropriate.
You can rouse for it.
I can too.
I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna rouse real quick. Well, I get hungrier, so this is gonna be really freaking interesting.
Oh no.
So I'm doing the what was it again? Not the intelligence and politics. That's only a 4 die for me.
Wits plus etiquette.
All right, so wits plus etiquette. That is 6, and
+2.
Plus 2
Plus
for
2.
rousing. And then we can still help on top of rousing, right?
You can still help.
That's another 2.
Yeah.
3.
3.
I
There
have
you
one
go.
as well.
That's another 4.
That's now a whopping 12 dice for me. So let's see what I get out of this.
I'm still gonna cross my fingers because this dice roller hates us.
5 on the button.
I got 5.
On the money. Not over margin, but 5 on the money. Taking a seat would be a bold idea that could go poorly or could cement your fortune. But it's bold.
Is there an empty chair for her, or is this going to be like a Men in Black type situation where he's going to be dragging the chair loudly across the room to sit down?
There are empty chairs. There are empty seats.
So she notices the empty seats, and I'm going to assume that most of the coterie is right around her, and she's going to turn to look at them and be like, well, what do you think? Should
I
I?
think she should.
Henrik is going to nudge her towards it.
Yes, I
All right,
do.
so Windretta is going to go, and she's going to walk, and she's going to take a seat at the table.
If you do not join
I will.
as the voice of Aldegar, Aldegar will be left voiceless.
So yeah, she goes and she takes her seat.
Should have been no question being a Ventrue.
No, but she still wants to make sure. She still was like, I want to go, but this is new territory for all of us. So if I go.
Thank you for joining me. Thank you for making the journey. All of you. Gathered princes. It looks seneschals. Thank you for making the journey. I bring to you salvation, freedom, freedom from the bonds of Mithras. There's a rumble amongst many in the crowd, and some raised voices in opposition to the idea of the loss of Mithras' influence.
Do we see Mithras' seneschal anywhere?
He's not at the table. He's not sitting at the table. He didn't make the bold move. I know that this will be uncomfortable for many of you. but for too long Mithras has controlled this island. For too long, he has held domain over too wide a swath of territory. He has done nothing for the British people. He did nothing for the Romano British people, and he has done nothing for the Saxons. It is time we return the land to the people. Who is in agreement? There's a uproar. There's a moment where our Canaanites seem to be in support. There is a larger where they seem to be in opposition. Where do you stand as a coterie?
Can any deny his words?
I mean, Windrada doesn't really know a whole lot about Mithra, so she's just like in agreement with Artorias because they don't know anything different, so she's in agreement with him.
I guess
Use
if,
your
we, if
awe
we're
and say
having
as much.
I guess if we're having a coterie conversation, Sunny would say, "A sleeping prince is not a prince, no?"
This can't be a coterie
No, it is not.
conversation. I'm just looking for your reactions
okay.
to what was being said.
Well, then that's Sunny's reaction.
Anarod actually will look to see what Whitgar and Angarad are, what side they've come down on.
Whitgar is not sitting at the table, and they are on the pro side. They're on the pro
Interesting.
Arcadia, not Arcadius, Artorias side. At least Whitgar seems to be.
Yeah, Anarod will lend his voice to support this. This is what he'd hope for, something like this.
Those of you who wish, and you hear Arcadius steps away from the table. I'll be no part of this any further. This is hallowed ground. I will do no violence on anyone here, but we will no longer listen to this subversion and this sedition against the Holy Mithras. Artorias says, stay the night. No harm will come to you. Do not travel. Do not do so in haste. Go back to your accommodations and wait. Travel tomorrow. No harm will come to you. Hades, by your hospitality, is this true? Yes. He turns, he steps away from the table, and his contingent follows him, along with the rest of the Mithraics, leaving still quite a large number of Canaanites in the room. Does anyone leave with the Mithraics?
Where's Aspasia?
Aspasia is still in there.
Okay, she's still hanging on.
Still hanging on, yep. Artorias, once they've cleared the hall, has the doors closed and barred. Now that is taken care of, he produces a wooden chalice. There's only one way to break the hold of Mithras. It is to break his bond to this land. It is to break his bond and our bonds to each other. I have discovered a way to do so. It is a commingling of our blood and a mixture of our residences. When given the Holy Sacrament, this ritual has the power to shatter the blood bond. Not ask whence it comes, for I do not know. I have seen its use in my travels to the east. I bring it back to the island now that I've returned to Avalon. Do you accept this ritual?
Aye.
You're the first Canite to actually speak. And then others, I.
Here, here.
Hey.
Aye.
Roswell looks really skeptical. She's had too many people tricking other people with blood and cups over the last couple of years. She's not saying I yet. So this is reminding her of some weird Setite stuff that they just went through. She's not certain about this.
I present to you the cup of Christ. Holds forth the chalice. By the commingling of our blood within this chalice, we shall free ourselves of the bonds and keep ourselves free of future bonds. He stands. Come forth and give it to yourself. Give unto yourself into this cup. A line forms. Does anyone join this line?
Henrik does.
Yeah, in for penny, in for pound. I'm
Yeah.
going.
When Dretta was sitting at that table, she's gonna be right up there.
Yeah, Suni is in the line.
About Roswin, is she in the line?
Seeing that the entire coterie has just jumped into this line, she is doing so, but with some trepidation. She may jump out of this line at the last minute.
As you each approach your turn to the cup, you are offered a knife by Artorius to cut your wrist and to bleed into the grail. Who does so?
Do a rouse check.
I'll do so.
Do a rouse check, yes.
I politely refuse the knife and use my talons instead.
Okay, make a rouse check if you donate.
Well, get hungrier.
Hungrier.
Because if I hold the knife, I will want to keep the knife.
All right, so everyone who got hungrier, when you look in the cup, you see a smile, no eyes, just a smile.
This makes Rosalind incredibly uneasy.
Yeah, now when Dretta starts
the
to be like,
cup.
uh-oh.
God, if Rosalind could throw up, she would be throwing up right now.
I sense the unseen.
Suni didn't get hungrier, so Suni doesn't care.
When Dretta's hungry and she's feeling uneasy now, so this is gonna be fun.
Are you rolling it?
Yeah, I refuse to see anything wrong with this. Oh, you want me to roll it? Great.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
I'll do
you're
that.
sensing the unseen, yep.
That is 4 successes.
When you look closer at the cup, not only do you see the smile, but you see 2 eyes and a crown. Of thorns.
Is it a crown of thorns?
Yes.
Christian
Also-
magic is this?
Is Aspasia in the line?
She is.
I'd like you guys to take a minute. At the beginning of this session, I shit you not, in my notes, I have a line that says, "Is Arturius Puck?" in big capitals.
I don't know this puck you speak of.
Oh my god.
Crown of thorns. I mean, that could be any number of things. Let's be honest.
It's
Clearly
the
Jesus-
Christian.
But I have a feeling.
Yeah, right. It's the
Jesus
it's
is
the
a
cup of
Canaanite.
Christ, right? Like it's got to be a Jesus thing.
Yeah. All right, I'll drink though. I'll bleed
Oh,
into the cup and I'll drink the
God.
cup when it's my turn to drink it.
Well, if we
I'll
go
drink the
ahead in the
Kool-Aid.
future, well, this has been fun.
Everyone gives of their blood. Many Canaanites do not, but many Canaanites do. And the cup is slowly overflowing. And when all the kindred who are going to donate do, he lifts it up and it overflows in his hands. And he lifts it to the sky. Good evening, friends. You know me as your host. I bid you welcome to this hallowed hall. The wine is poured, the candles trimmed with care, and every mask conceals a want beneath. Come nearer still. Let me read your eyes, for courts are built on hunger, dressed as grace. A smile may serve where sharpened steel would fail, and gentle words may turn the stronger knee. For we wish freedom from Mithras, and we come with this blood. In the name, he smiles, of all that is magical, all that is holy, we drink. And he takes a drink, and he passes the cup, and it passes from Canaanite to Canaanite. Some drink, some do not, but it passes to each and every one of you. Do you drink?
Yes.
I do. I think
I will-
I'm in this far. I do.
Yeah.
Pure pressure for you, yeah.
Yeah.
If you
I know
drink,
drinks, yeah.
you may take a hunger's worth of blood. You cannot go to zero. You cannot go to zero without killing somebody.
Yeah, at least I can take one off, so
Does,
that's good.
does Windretta need to do a
Yes.
frenzy check at 5?
Winzetta
hunger
does need
drink
to
left?
do a frenzy check at 5.
All right, what is the frenzy?
Don't drink it all.
Resolve plus composure. Now let me double check what the difficulty is, because I want to make sure I do this right. Go for it.
What
Resolve
was the
plus
difficulty?
composure. Resolve plus composure with your hunger dice.
With my, yeah, so that is a wonderful 6. Let's see what happens. Come on.
Oh no.
It's just sitting there thinking,
They
Our
see me
dice-
rolling.
oh my god. Whee! What was it again? 3?
3, yes. Do you
Can
want
I
to roll?
willpower
You can willpower that 1, yes.
Oh, please, please, please. There is also that fate's reversal I could use.
You could use that face reversal.
Use that face
Oh,
reversal.
I'm using that
yeah.
fate's reversal.
Use that face reversal. Reroll them all. 6 dice.
Come on, bestial failure.
Oh God. That's what always happens with these.
It would be the perfect night to end
It
on a
would
bestial
be.
failure from Ellie.
sitting at the big kids table.
Oh my god.
Come on, dice. You can do it.
The anticipation's killing me.
I got 3.
After
Yay!
you do not frenzy as you bring the cup to your lips and you feel the warm, thick vitae. It's just a thick, viscous, delicious honey, moist.
I'm so hungry. But like a good girl, I give the cup to somebody else.
Davey, Anurad, do you drink?
I do.
Suni?
I lift the I lift
Oh, good.
I lift the cup of Christ, and I will like give a gesture to my host
You
before
feel
I suck
something
it.
as you pass the cup to your lips. You felt this before. You felt this with Colton Winton. Edric, I'm sorry, with Edric. You felt this power before.
True faith. Yeah, a little freaked out by that, but that's fine.
You pass the cup to Suni.
I mean, I'm not. Yeah, give it straight away to Suni.
I make no show of it. I drink and I pass it. I don't care.
And then, okay, so you passed it to everybody, and it's passed around. Now, suddenly, everybody will roll a d10. So, d10, and tell me what you get.
I'll let you know when I get it.
Yeah, it's thinking about it really hard.
Yep.
Great, fantastic. Don't worry about it. Everyone feels a supernaturally enforced connection to everyone else in the room.
We're literally doing a Valdery.
We're literally doing a Valdry. And someone just got
7.
a 9 to everybody. That's a Suni.
That was Suni.
Let's Suni. Suni will defend everyone with his life.
Oh, it's the degree of bond you feel to everybody who's
Exactly.
given and drunk.
Yep.
Nerded Art got a
And-
7.
So she's about she cares about them. Davey cares about them.
I got a
Davey
7.
got a 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're below 5, you're indifferent. If you're like at 1 or 2, it's like fuck them. Who cares?
I don't have a D10 on my thing, and I can't add it to my dice, so...
I'll roll it for you. I got you. I got your boo boo.
Mine's still thinking big.
So is mine. Mine's really wiggling, doing the wiggles.
I got a 6.
You're kind of like okay. You're not like one way or the other, really. You'll help them if they need it. You're not like Suni who will die for people.
He really just wants to be everybody's friend.
How he is everybody's friend.
I have friends.
He got what he really wanted.
Yeah.
All I had to do,
Oh
all I had
my
to do was put over blood
gosh.
magic and join the Sabbat.
Proto Sabat.
It was.
Where did it go? It didn't roll.
Man.
It didn't roll.
What did you guys get me into?
I
Welcome.
can't roll
Sabbat.
now. Let's see.
It's great. It's better here.
Fantastic.
Is it rolling?
You guys, I love you guys.
I can't wait to
But
I can't wait to meet Mika.
Oh, it's still rolling.
Anyway, he stands forward once the cup returns to him, and he puts it down, and he smiles. His face the smile is impossibly large on his face. We've all come together in this compact of blood. Now, we will rise against Mithras. We will storm his domains. We will drag them into the sun. Ellie, basically, fuck them.
What did you guys get me into?
And Drender's just like, I have no idea what the hell everybody's talking about right now. I don't feel a damn thing.
So you say you want a revolution.
Drag them into the sun. We will destroy these so-called sun worshippers. Rise. Rise with me now. What do you do, Suni?
Yes. It's all I can do. Not to
Yeah.
it's all Suni has been able to do since they threw out the Mithraians, not to start some sort of like chant about killing the Mithraians.
The room breaks out in cheers. What do you do, Windretta, who does not seem to have to? You don't seem to be caught up in the fervor.
She kind of, she's looking around at everybody, but kind of also being like, yay, just, just a little bit, but also like looking at everybody around the room and seeing if there's anybody else that's acting like she is.
Really? Everyone else, even, I mean, not to the same extent as Suni, but Anarod and Rosman are probably pretty into it. Kenrick's more into it than not into it.
Well, at least he's kind of a little closer to where she's feeling, but she's like, "Yay!"
Oh, you don't even
do
probably have to fake
this.
it. Yeah, I mean, Kenrick's not faking it in any way, shape, or form.
No, she totally is.
He's pulled along by the momentum of the movement more so than his compulsion
Yes.
towards the group.
Exactly.
And it's not like it's out of character for Suni to be absolutely down for this.
No, it's
Yeah.
absolutely not.
No, it's perfect for Suni, honestly.
She's surprised by Rosalind being completely into this. Like,
She's definitely being
Miss
overwhelmed
Paranoid.
by the blood sorcery right now.
Yeah.
Miss Paranoid
So
over
the-
here is completely 100% into this, and it's like, interesting.
Not even the first time Roswin's joined a cult, let's be honest.
It was accidental.
As the yelling and the shouting continues, it breaks down. And we cut to black. So ends this candle's little lick of night, but ash remains that fires forgot. Winchester may sleep, yet the story does not die. It only sips its skin and walks elsewhere. The game is done, the board is dark, the players fled, and still the night keeps one last jest in hand. We're not done, folks. We will be back. But next is Captain District After Dark. But before we talk about that, I want to go around the table and I want to ask people what they liked about game, what they liked about the Chronicle, and what they'd like to see again. And what their favorite part of the whole Chronicle as a whole was. And I'm going to start with Ellie. What you liked tonight, what your favorite part was, what you loved about the Chronicle, and what your favorite part was.
Tonight was a lot of fun, and it was a really great way to end the game on, or, for right now to end the game on, is with us all joining the Sabbat, it seems. I have no idea what's going on, so I'm just as clueless as she is, but hey, let's join a revolution. And I think that was the best part, was watching all the Mithraian people walk out, and then what was left, everyone's just like, woo, let's do this. I want to know what happened to Aldhelm. That's my curiosity, is what happened to him after all this happens and what he did. The Chronicle itself was a lot of fun. As much as I've talked shit about it, I think my favorite part still is the puck parts, because it brought so much amusement, and it was so lighthearted compared to everything else that had happened, especially with the Setites. So it seemed so small in the grand scheme of things that you almost kind of wish that he would come back just to fuck shit up a little bit more, and maybe fuck shit up in a way that helps them out instead of, makes them lose 10 years of their lives, which, for a hot moment there when Nerded Art mentioned is Arturius Puck, it's like, are we gonna lose 500 years now? Are we gonna come back? And it's like, it's like 1400s or something like that. And I think it's been a lot of fun. I've mentioned this in the Discord that we have, but this was my first ever foray into tabletop role playing, and I'm really glad that I was talked into it by Keywork and by Zed to be like, no, you really should do this. You'll have a lot of fun. And then here we are almost a year later, and it's been a wild ride. It's been a wonderful first Chronicle to get under my belt. I'm definitely going to miss being around on Mondays, but I am going to love the hell out of watching finally on a Monday and maybe being able to participate in chat. But yeah, I would. So yes, I would like to see Puck again. You got to bring him back. You need to bring him back at least once more, just because, just to make our lives a little more difficult, but also make it a little lighthearted and fun.
And combined consideration, thank you so much for playing, Ellie. You were great. You've been great the entire time, even though it was your very first time. I'm glad it was here live and on screen. That and
In front of so many people
in
as
front
I
of
learned
everybody.
everything.
Exactly, and you've done so well. You've done so great, and you've really come into your own in Werewolf, and it's been phenomenal. I can't wait to see what the future holds.
Same. I'm really excited for the new Werewolf, but I'm also really excited that after the break, being able to come back to this and being able to be like, yeah, let's pick up Candle in the Mead Hall again. Let's get back into our character shoes and sit at a table again, because it's going to be weird not doing that on Mondays now.
It will be. It will be. Davey, your turn. What you liked about tonight? What your favorite part of the Chronicle was? What you loved about the Chronicle? What Ellie just did.
Yeah, I thought this was a great ending. I'm super jazzed that we're joining the Proto Sabbat. It makes perfect sense for us, for where we came from and what our our prince, what his aims seem to be. So I think it makes a lot of sense. I've really loved every second of this campaign. This has been the first. I mean, I really like it when I get the opportunity to actually really go deep into a character and kind of explore what makes them tick. And I've really enjoyed learning about Anarod and him kind of becoming a real character in ways that I hadn't actually anticipated. Favorite part of the Chronicle, I loved all the shit with the Setites. I was a big fan of Sakura, and my favorite part was getting a compulsion, kicking her door down and waking her up with a harp, and then almost being diablerized. I still think it would have been funny if Anarod had died there. That was just it for me. That would have been a fitting end. But I'm glad he survived and will be having further adventures. And I would just want to give a shout out to everybody else for creating great characters for me to play with as well, and to Zed for being a nice storyteller and just always keeping us guessing and always surprising us with new things and just everything.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm really glad. I'm going to say this again to Josh because it's to say I'm glad that you guys answered the ad from the World of Darkness Discord, because I was really worried. I'm still always worried about advertising there, because you never know what you're going to get. And I got two really great players, two really good players, and people. I hope we become friends. Because of the time we spent on Mondays together, we become mates and shit. So I hope that's cool. And Josh, your turn, man. And same questions to you.
Yeah, I mean it was a ton of fun tonight, and it is thematically correct that we joined the Sabbat, the Proto Sabbat. Our whole deal the entire time has been, what the fuck is an elder? Fuck those guys. So it makes sense that we join the people that are like, fuck the elders. I would have liked more interaction with Zorik down the road, but that's nitpicky and whatever. that can be assuaged in the future. Like I said at the beginning, the I'm gonna say it wrong again because I don't know how to say it right. Sad to see you leave, happy to watch you go. About the Chronicle, yeah, it's like this has been a gift for me personally. Like I was so happy to join this game and play in this with all of you guys, and again the friendships and the blah 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 and the sappy nonsense that I'm really bad at. Favorite favorite. I loved all the compulsions. Every time Suni got a compulsion was really great. Like we had the
Cutting of the beard.
we had the gimme your beard.
Agnar
We had the
face.
Agnar child face.
we had the I need to possess that woman. We, which was true. Like I remember fighting through it at the table and being like, "Is everybody okay with this? If I'm laughing, I'm having a great time. But if anybody needs me to stop, I will stop because this is absolutely on the line of SA." Like, the pretending to be the king for a week was great. Suna.
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 I can still talk like Suna if I need to every now and then.
She needs to come back.
She does.
Clearly not the first gender bending Zamisi.
Yeah, I mean, the most iconic one in the lore is ripped off his dick and threw it in the face of an elder. And in that moment, changed his name from Mika to Sasha.
Lest we forget that Suni essentially went down to Humanity 3 within 3 years.
Yeah, no, that's
Technically, yeah.
that's right, because we don't count 10 of those years,
Yep.
right?
Yeah,
Those years don't really count.
it's true.
So yeah, 3 years to go from to because they're like Suni is not like he's on borrowed time. he's there will not be a recovery for Suni. Suni will just be getting worse and worse. Like I wanted to in the moment tonight where he was talking to the other Keeper of Secrets, talking about, oh, the birds are going to be smarter than you're used to. I wanted to have my bird come in and land on my shoulder and be like, you mean like this one? Be a terrifying bird.
That bird is terrifying. Every time you describe that bird, it's terrifying.
Oh, but
Bird.
I love the
Oh
It's a bird. It's a normal,
gosh.
regular bird that has extra sharp features. and
You've
is
got like
not
a ship of
problem at all.
Theseus situation going on with this
Yeah,
bird,
an extra.
right?
It's many birds into one body.
I didn't do that yet, but I mean I could.
All right. So Kinnerick, keyword. Your same questions to you.
I just absolutely loved the interplay between these characters, and made my character kind of from jump. He was just a brawler, a brute. And within your stories, this wonderful thing happens where I make these characters to kind of fit kind of a niche in the party, and they just have these arcs and they become way fuller, more well-rounded than I have any intention of starting them as. This game, first of all, it is wonderful to have met Joshy and Davey for this, and I've enjoyed meeting these strangers and playing this game, which actually got very intense and intimate at moments. And it's just the ups and the downs of this game caused me emotional stress because I was concerned for the characters and what was going to happen and trying to shuck and jive with what might come across our path. And I will point out that everybody survived as many times as we thought that might not happen, or somebody would end up in, a lasting torpor or something like that. We're all conscious. Nobody tore any throats out in Avalon. And yeah, we're all alive and we're seeing whatever comes next. So, sorry, I'm a little tired, so I kind of lost my track there. What I didn't like,
No, it's what you liked best of the
what I liked best of the Chronicle, just it's the scale of everything just kept growing. Like it was just these banal, like mundane concerns at first, where's the boy? And and then we tripped across the Fae, and then it's just the bigger baddies and the bigger baddies. And we keep, we heard about Mithras, and then it's Arcadius, but Mithras is a myth and all these things. And it's just like, and here we are with, the mythical Arturius, and we're waging holy war on Mithras and those who stand by his side. It's very fitting, and I think everybody's arcs just kind of look at this. Anarod and Kinner agree on something, and it's rebellious, and so fuck the authorities.
One of us. One of us. One of us.
So I mean, yeah, there you go. But it's because Sunni is just ready to scrape and bow just to make anybody happy, just to get on their good side. So he's just like, hell yeah! But I just think it's also cinematic, and it all just works. It seems like the way it's intended to, even with the dice being terrible in some instances. I just love the story that we told together.
Nice. Thank you, man. Thank you. All right, that brings us to Nerded Art. Your questions, you answer them.
Oh man. Okay. Well, I'm gonna end up echoing a lot of what everyone else here already said. But yeah, we've been doing this. This is our 40th episode. Like we've been doing this together for 10 months, and it's like, how does anyone get a tabletop game to last 10 months? This is insane. Like this is some sort of record. I don't know what, but it's some sort of record. Yeah, and I've really just enjoyed really growing into Roslyn, figuring out who she was and living in her head every week. She is very much someone who believes that family isn't who you're born with, it's who you choose. And I think that Roswin fully embraced this coterie as her family. She got to form really strong friendships with Windretta, with Anarod, and, kind of like she almost sees Kenrich as like her annoying big brother, and same with Sunni, like you're just my annoying little brother,
little brother energy.
Exactly. And so yeah, Rosalind's really just she feels like she's trying to hold the family together a lot, and she really does believe that. And I as a player believe that this has definitely become my vampire family, and I've loved playing with you guys every Monday night, and I might choke up a little bit here just because it's been such a great time playing with you guys, and I look forward to doing it again.
Keep doing it again with you guys. All right, my turn. What I've loved about this Chronicle is I took some friends, I took some new players. We mixed it all together. We came together, old friends, new people, told a good story. We did a lot of prep work. We learned a lot coming along. Our presentation's only gotten better since we started doing this, and it's going to be even better when we come back. And we're going to tell bigger stories, and more stories. And we're going to get a time away from these characters for a little bit. But my favorite part of the Chronicle, early days. I loved it all, but the real early days, when it was mundane, daily stuff we were trying to get through.
Robin was our cue.
Yep.
I miss our cue.
Robin was the cue, yep. All because Keyword had to bite him.
What else is a new vampire going to do when there is no one around to be like, no, you're not supposed to do that?
Exactly.
They're like puppies.
Don't put that in your mouth.
So, just to let everyone know what we've got coming next, we've got Capital District After Dark on Mondays. And on Saturdays, we have Rage Over the Hudson. So we have Werewolf and Vampire both starting soon. I cannot wait to see you guys for those games. You're going to enjoy them very much. I'm going to get our raid going. Give me 1 second. I've been in a where you can find me this week. Well, you won't find me on the Cat's Meow this week. I'm off this week. And starting in 2 weeks, you will see me on Crit Crafters on his Odyssey. I'll be playing a god, Vulcan, in his Wednesday show. And I will be still participating as Gianni Pudinesca in the Cat's Meow show on alternating Thursdays. On Friday, I'm going to talk to Drew. I don't know if we'll be starting this Friday or next Friday, but Savannah, Jewel of the South, will be coming to this channel, run by Drew. I will be participating as a player and producer. So we had a busy schedule coming up. And then Tuesday, sometimes I play with Davey, but we don't do that on stream. All right, everyone. I'm going to send the raid. We should. I'm going to send the raid out. And I will send the end credits. And I will see you shortly. See you soon, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Thank you for joining us.
Guys, miss you.